Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Big news today is they made a bunch of announcements about what's going on with DC TV this fall. They announced when the big 4-night crossover is going to happen. And surprise, surprise, it's going to be a 2-night crossover. So I'll explain what's going on. It's still 4 hours of television. They released some details about each of the big shows that are happening. So we'll say there's a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. We're still a ways off from everything dropping in October, but they have the TCAs, which is basically like a press tour where they say, hey, these are all our new shows coming. These are some of the big moves we're making. The CW did that this morning where they confirmed that the 2-night now crossover is going to start Monday, November 27th, which is basically the week that it happened last year. So it'll be Supergirl first, then it'll be Arrow, then on Tuesday, like that next night, it'll be Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. So you still have all 4 shows, but they're cramming it into 2 nights. The episode of Supergirl is going to be a legit part of the crossover. And even though they didn't spoil what the story's going to be, Grant Gustin did say that they keep going back to Crisis on Infinite Earths. They're like, we don't talk about it all the time, but we're always trying to build up to that. So that's not what I think they're doing. I actually think that he was talking about that in reference to the Flash Vanishes in Crisis newspaper that we saw during season 1. That's meant to be their Crisis on Infinite Earths moment. So he said season 10 of The Flash, like, whatever the final season is, that's when that moment will happen. So if you're wondering if they're ever going to do a legit Crisis crossover, that's what it's going to be. So that means like the next couple years of crossovers, they're not going to touch that kind of stuff. It'll be something different. I know you're like, wait a minute, what's up with Arrow? Isn't it supposed to be on Thursday nights? That is correct. Arrow is a Thursday night, 9 p.m. show for all of this season. It's only that one episode that's going to be different, so don't worry about it now. It's so far off, you guys are totally going to forget about it till we get to November, and you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, Arrow's on Monday night now because of the crossover. Still no confirmation on what the story of the crossover is going to be or who the big villain is, but just remember, they tend to make it relatively standalone, so if you don't watch Supergirl and you watch the crossover, you'll be able to follow it. You won't have to know anything about the villain of Supergirl, or if you don't watch Arrow or one of the other shows, you'll still be able to understand the story. So it will start and finish during those 4 episodes of television. They did a little more press about each of the new seasons, just confirming that they think they're done with speedster villains on The Flash. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that the evil speedsters won't come back. They're just talking about building an entire season around a single evil speedster like Savitar or Zoom or even the Reverse Flash, which is kind of a bummer because I like some of those characters, but it just means that when they do bring those characters back, they won't be the main villains. So you might see Zoom pop up as a hallucination in Barry's head because the one that we know, the Hunter Zolomon, was basically vaporized at the end of season 3. And the Reverse Flash is still stuck in the Speed Force, so all those people will come back in various different ways. It's a sci-fi spin on a TV show, so dead does not equal dead, but they haven't confirmed when some of those characters are coming back. They're mostly focusing on the new characters they're introducing in season 4, so we'll meet the Thinker, we'll learn about how he's going to work, how he's going to be challenging Barry in different ways. Now, I talked a little bit about the comic book storyline that introduced him. It was a Wally West story, so I'll link that video at the end of this. But the other funny thing is they said that they're going back to the tone, the vibe, if you want to make a really on-the-nose joke about it, of season 1 and 2. So The Flash is supposed to be way more fun just in general as a TV show this season. So if you like the way Barry was in the first couple of seasons, he's going to be a little bit more like that. It has mostly to do with the character interactions. Like he won't start jumping down Wally's throat when he makes mistakes like he was during season 3. He's not going to be super emo anymore, so I feel like these are all good things. That's kind of what they said before Arrow season 5 after season 4. They're like, okay, we're going to go back to the drawing board.
But every time I go to Flash, John Diggle gets to be light. And it's actually a lighter atmosphere over Flash. You're always teasing because there's bright light.
Yeah.
I think there's a gel on every light. There's like a brighter gel. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's happy. It's true. Candace is like, hey, Dave, what's up?
You also probably saw that they confirmed the elongated man is going to be introduced on The Flash. They announced the casting before they started shooting episode 4, so that might be the episode where they introduce him, but they haven't confirmed that yet. They've only said that they're bringing him on, it'll be during the first half of the season, and he'll be a relatively big character. I've already done a couple videos about him, so if you haven't seen those, you can just scan through my Flash playlist when I link those videos at the end of this. I know you have all kinds of questions about what's going on with Caitlyn. Did they abandon the Killer Frost storyline? I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of that season 4 trailer is misleading. I'll link that video at the end of this too, just so you can rewatch it, because half of it is footage from last season because they've only been filming for a couple weeks when they did that. But there will be some new promos for that in the next couple of weeks. I know I haven't done trailer videos for Legends or Supergirl yet, but basically like the villain they introduced in the Legends trailer is the modern version of Vixen's sister.
Welcome to the greatest show on the planet!
We're bringing the circus to the circus.
Cyclone!
You 3 released a giant saber-toothed tiger. We're gonna need your shrink ray, Ray.
I'm not particularly fond of that name.
Rip has been hiding something from us. There's a greater evil coming. Tell me what we're facing here.
You and your sorry excuse for a team could never handle it.
Welcome back, Kuasa.
So we met a Vixen during Arrow Season 4. Her grandmother was the earlier person to wear the mantle. She became the Vixen of Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. So one of the villains of Legends Season 3 is going to be her granddaughter, but she's not the only villain. She's just the one that we saw in the trailer. This is P.T. Barnum, played by Billy Zane. So there's another Titanic reunion. I'm sure there'll be plenty of jokes for that. And as for Supergirl, this is the Reign character. This is what she looks like in the comics. The TV show seems like it's going to use her like an alternate version of Supergirl with the same types of powers, but it's a little bit different in the comics. And you all probably saw Erica Durance, who's playing a version of Kara's mother. We'll see how they incorporate her. But it's just another Smallville character that's making the jump to the CW DC TV universe. So we'll see how long it takes Tom Welling to cross over. But he's going to be on Lucifer this season. But that's not really DC TV. So just leave all your bonus video requests in the comments below. There'll be more trailers for the first episode of all these shows in the next month or so. But it's probably going to be a little while. But if there is anything from behind the scenes that's really cool, I'll totally do a video for it. Congratulations to the latest giveaway winner, Arc Warriors. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. While you wait for everything, click here for the Flash Season 4 trailer again, and you can click here to learn all about the Thinker in the comics. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.